Hello, my name is Debbie and Makeup School is now in session. Today we are going to do outdated versus completely updated. You ready? Students, please take your seats. Class is going to begin now. So, I'm going to point out the ones that create the most damage the quickest. Let's go. If your foundation is too light and too matte, we do not look good. We look like a cadaver. Matching or going a little more makes us look refreshed and alive. Okay, so if you have to run and put blush and bronzer and everything on, your foundation is just too light. Next, the eyebrow. This one here, going completely down, that is a dated, ancient eyebrow look. Not sexy anymore. When your eyebrow points down, your whole face is going to go right with it because your eye, when somebody's looking at you, is going to drag that down. We don't want that. However, on this side, we have a fluffier, fuller brow that is way more modern and a softer look. Now, if you do your lip liner or right to the corner of your lip, that is going to bring your lip down and it's going to give you a very sad looking mouth. However, if you stop the lip liner before the corner, look at the difference. Happy, sad, happy. We want the happy side. Also, when you are going not quite to the corner, you can go a little bit higher on your lip liner just to give you that nice pouty effect. It'll also make your lips look fuller. Now let's talk blush placement. Your eye is going to go where your blush is placed. So if you place your blush where the apple of your cheek used to be, and that apple has fallen off the tree because we aged, now all of a sudden your blush is low down on your face. However, on the updated side, it is going up, so your eye is going to be lifted up and everything is up. Now remember, when you're doing your blush placement, even on this side, you want to go pupil, out, keep it lifted. So back in the 90s, when we used to put on bronzer, we used to go and just kind of slop it on there. So again, everything on this side is being pulled down. Whereas on the lifted side, the bronzer is a little bit higher here. You can kind of see it poking through underneath the blush, and it makes, again, everything look lifted and snatched. You also want to bring your bronzer around the hairline to warm it up so that everything is nice and evenly distributed. On this side, without the bronzer on the forehead, we kind of look a little bit disconnected with just the floating blush. Now the eyes. I'm going to pull you in a little closer. When we used to do our eyes, we used to do light, dark, and then in the crease, light. But, oh my goodness, where did all that go? That's what happens when we get older. We lose lid space. This side is going to show you exactly how to correct that problem. Instead, we're going to do a nice lifted shadow with a lifted wing to, again, make the eye want to go this way. Remember, this side, keep everything lifted, going lifted. pulling you back out. Also, if you stop your liner at the corner of your eye, you shorten your eye. If you do the little wing or anything that you want at the corner of your eye, just to give it a little bit of a lift, you are going to extend the eye. If you put dark color in the waterline, you are going to be closing your eye in. If we instead put maybe a little bit of bronzer, a softer color underneath the eye, it'll open the eye back up. If your concealer is too light, your under eye is going to look more puffy, more tired, and it is also going to mix in with that darkness underneath your eye, making it look a grayish color. Not the most attractive thing. So what you want to do is you want to get a color that is more of a shade match, maybe one shade lighter, and you just put a tiny dot in the inner corner, a tiny bit in the outer corner. That's it. And then you blend. That will give you that beautiful lift around your eye. You can also put a little bit around the nose, again, to give yourself that little bit of a lift. Back in the day, everything kind of lived on a separate island. Nothing really melted and meshed together. Whereas now, everything is cohesive. Everything is and everything is now on the same page. This side has way too much powder. You can see it is sitting on top of the skin, making me look very cakey. This side, I didn't. I only put a little bit in the T-zone areas, and that's it. And I did not do this area because I wanted to let that natural sheen just come right through the skin. And that, students, is our lesson for today. So until I see you all again next time for your very next lesson, class is now dismissed. Bye.